Good evening from London. Despite the highly anticipated easing of lockdown restrictions across England and Wales, the FTSE All-Share got off to a subdued start today, with falling commodity stocks putting an end to the FTSE's 13-month peak. The receding prospects for international travel over the summer left EasyJet shares tumbling 2.5%. Last week, the budget airline CEO said the government's planned traffic light system will deter travel for families who were unable to afford mandatory PCR tests. Cybersecurity firm Darktrace plans to float in London following a trading update that reveals the company's revenue surged to almost £146 million thanks to the pandemic. The British-based tech firm did not provide details of the pricing, but it is reportedly seeking a valuation of up to £3 billion. The IPO is being described as a huge win for the UK's thriving tech sector. The cyber firm, founded in 2013, has witnessed a higher demand for its services due to the shift to home working over the past 12 months. Darktrace makes the vast majority of its revenues from subscriptions, which have more than doubled in the last 2 years. Alibaba shares rose sharply today after the e-commerce giant said it would accept a record penalty imposed by China's anti-monopoly regulator. The £2.4 billion fine comes as part of Beijing's drive to curtail the dominance of some of its internet companies, which were, until recently, only lightly regulated. Alibaba, which is controlled by billionaire Jack Ma, said it fully cooperated with the investigation, conducted a self-assessment and already implemented improvements to its internal systems. The fine is worth 4% of the company's 2019 domestic revenues, much less than the maximum 10% penalty possible under the regulations. Amazon has won the first round of its fight against efforts to unionize one of its warehouses in Alabama, as workers voted against the historic move. Union bosses had hoped the campaign would spark a new era of worker activism. Instead, the result is a major win for the world's largest online retailer, which is also the second biggest employer in America. Insiders say Amazon's fierce resistance, skepticism amongst younger workers, and COVID-19 restrictions all contributed to the monumental defeat. 1,798 voted against forming a union, with 738 ballots in favour. A simple majority was needed for victory. Union leaders had hoped that the pandemic, which sent Amazon's business soaring while exposing its workers to new health risks, had created an opportunity to make inroads and set a new standard for Amazon workers across the country. The Retail, Wholesale and Department Store Union, which organised the effort, said it would challenge the results. Those are your main stories from London at close of business.